Hey, what's up guys? Mr. Leventhal here, and in this video we're going to be talking about Arabs and possibly some other ethnic groups from Africa. So let's get started. So the Arabs mainly live in northern Africa, in countries like Egypt, Sudan, Libya, Algeria, Morocco, Somalia, Mauritania. So you should probably write down, live mainly in northern Africa. That would be a good thing to write. Mainly live in northern Africa. Write it down. Their main religion is Islam. You should also write that down. Main religion equals Islam. And main language equals Arabic. Those are three really important things to know about the Arabs. And while you guys are writing them down, you can also check out this map here showing you lots of Arab countries in northern Africa, as well as the Middle East, which we already learned about. You know that in Iraq and Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, there's many Arabs, but there's also many Arabs in northern Africa. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. There's over 200 million Arabs worldwide. In fact, I'm even part Arab. So, there you go. But I don't really speak any Arabic, but a little bit. Alright, so how did the Arabs get to Africa? Well, they began to spread into northern Africa in the late 600s AD. When the first Muslim armies arrived in Egypt. So they came from the Middle East, and then they went to northern Africa, and they started kind of spreading. These armies, these traders, these scholars kind of spread across northern Africa, all the way to Morocco, over here, where I visited like 2 summers ago, and it was really cool. But yeah, they kind of spread over and kind of took over. Here we see some pictures of some Arabs. This guy here with the cool sunglasses and his entourage in the back looks like a very important man. Some little kids here by the water in their cool outfits. These kids in a school with the peace signs. And this dude, he might even be a Bedouin, this guy, on a camel by this pyramid in Egypt, probably the pyramids of Giza there. Let's move on. All right, so when they came to Africa, they brought Islam with them. And they brought the Arabic language with them too. You know, they show up to Africa, they're speaking Arabic, they're practicing Islam, and they start spreading it all over. And many people there who became Muslims also had to learn Arabic because the Quran was written in Arabic, the holy book of Islam. So they're like, dude, I'm a Muslim now, but I don't understand this stuff. Let me learn Arabic so that I can read the Quran, my dear holy book that I love so much. So why don't you write down, learning Arabic was important for Muslims because they needed it to read the Quran. That's important. Okay? And here we see an Arab dude reading the Quran, and this guy with the cool mustache there, also an Arab. Alright, this is something you should also write down. But I'll tell you first. So these Arab traders, they had these caravans, and then they would bring resources and things through the Sahara on camels. Mainly gold and salt. So you could write down Arab traders brought gold and salt through the Sahara. Arab traders led caravans bringing gold and salt through the Sahara. That's cool. And you see this man here with the camel, his buddy, best friends. He loves that camel. That camel loves him. So very, very nice friendship there. But yeah, this brought Islam and Arab culture to the Sahel region and to sub-Saharan region as well. Sub-Saharan African region, because they were bringing stuff south and then kind of spreading throughout. Okay. But then they also married local women. They started merging different cultures, blending Arab and Islam with like traditional African things. And then ever since, Islam has been very important to all of Africa. Here we see some Muslim women wearing their hijabs, very stylish hijabs, if I say so myself. But nowadays, Muslims are found all over Africa, mainly northern Africa, right? But throughout, everywhere. There's Muslims probably in every single country of Africa. There's got to be some Muslims. Here we see some dudes. This guy, very nice looking dude there, very friendly. I don't know. And then these kids here chilling. Some Arab guys, you know. This is a souk, this picture here, and it's a typical marketplace, an open-air marketplace in Arab cities. And there's tons of little shops And, people are selling stuff all the time, and they're selling, indigenous artifacts and traditional things like blankets and rugs and baskets and clothing and pottery and artwork, clothing, if I didn't say that, souvenirs. But this is a very popular thing in like major Arab cities. It's called a souk. I went to one in Marrakesh in Morocco, and it was really cool. Okay, here we see that lots of Arabs here as well. But up top here, you see this dude. He looks Jewish. He is Jewish. He's an Arab Jewish person. Because not all Arabs are Muslims. You can be a Jewish Arab. You can be a Christian Arab. But here we see some pictures, more pictures of some Arabs. These are some Arab houses. Here, this Arab dude here on the phone, chilling barefoot, hanging out, watching TV with his friends on the couch. This happens. I mean, they hang out on couches. And you go to, I went to this house in Morocco, and then you go into this room, and it was just couch, the whole wall. All the walls were lined with couches. And then they sleep on there too. They didn't even have designated bedrooms. They're like, dude, I'm sleeping in this part of the couch tonight. Tomorrow I'm sleeping in that part of the couch. And there's a big table in the middle. And then they were super nice and hospitable, and they gave me tea, mint tea, and tons of little food, sweets to eat. They were very friendly and nice, and we had a good conversation. But check out some of these Arab houses. They're kind of rectangular, very very boxy. But okay. All right. Let's leave it at there. So this will be the video for Arabs, and then in the next video we'll talk about the Ashanti. Thanks for watching, guys.